It's like the only one
Good
I
thing I
can
was too
find
lazy
right
to go out
now.
and get it.
All right. Well,
That's what I mean. I could find like 3 button downs. One of them's that dark blue one, Western looking one. I was either gonna wear that or my Dickie, but my nice snap Dickie shirt is in the trunk of my car, which is at the garage.
Oh, I think it's dogs.
We might talk Ford Focus brakes today. That's an interesting subject.
God, I'm fucking.
Were they right or wrong?
Yes.
Interesting.
All right, hold on.
Yes.
There it is.
They were not. They were not right, but they were not wrong.
Not right, but not wrong.
Yeah. Apparently, when you're dealing with a high performance car like a Ford Focus, um, there's like 5 different combinations of different setups. Like
Really?
the calipers for the ones that, yeah.
All right, I think we're going. Are we going live? Let's see. Are we going live?
Do it live.
All right. Don't worry, I will not. I might fall asleep during this because I was shoveling mulch all day. Ugh.
You're kind of quiet, Joe.
Yeah. Really? All right. Hold on. Is that any better? Is that better?
Yeah,
All right. Are we live?
it's gooder.
Hello,
think so.
everybody. Are we live?
I think I just got a notification that we're live.
Oh, if the bat tablet says we're live, we must be live. Yeah, we're live.
Bad
Thanks.
tablet.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Episode 4. So we might have a
Glad you
guest.
guys find the time.
We might have a guest. We might not.
What's that?
We'll see. How's everybody doing?
Like I said, I hope everybody could find the time.
We might have Doug Bueller
know
join
what?
us tonight. That's the plan. If he's able to get out of work at a decent time. If not, then we're just gonna ramble on because that's what we do. We ramble.
Is
It's been crazy
is
lately.
Zoom like sluggish tonight or something? Because we all look like we're like max headrooming.
I say you're not moving to me.
There seems to be a delay in the audio.
We got Teresa watching us. Thanks, Teresa. Thanks for watching us and our awesomeness here.
Am I max headrooming? Blah, 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 blah.
So now you're frozen. Now you're like you're not moving too quick.
Who, me?
Is Thursday night a popular night for Zoom? Is Zoom like being like slowed down tonight?
Must be.
I think everything's been slow lately.
Teresa says the audio is fine, but the pictures are freezing.
Interesting.
It's all that overusage.
Yeah.
I'll say to me,
Yeah.
both you guys are freezing.
Yeah, you're freezing. I'm actually kind of warm. Actually. I don't know. So we can find random topics and all. And once we get rolling, I have a ukulele update.
Breaking news.
I'm actually
yeah.
getting somewhere with it. Yeah.
I think we
Getting
need
somewhere.
breaking news graphics. You put new strings on it?
What's that?
Did you put
same
new strings on it?
No, same strings. I've just been messing with it. I learned how to tune it the right way. I think this is the C. Works my guitar tuner, puts me in right with the C, and I tune by hand off
Yeah.
from there. But when you tune by hand off to that, it's not like tuning a bass or a guitar. It's really weird. To tune the next string up, you do like the fifth fret and down.
Right.
After the next string up, you go to the fourth fret, and then you get the bass string. You hit the second and fourth string open. So it's really weird.
Sounds like we're doing the
But,
ukulele updates early.
Yeah. Well, we jumped into that quick, didn't we?
Breaking out the big guns right away.
I'm even writing chord progressions. Breaking out the big uke. Oh, I got something else later. I'll save this for this is pretty cool and amazing. That blew my mind. But yeah.
I would say you guys aren't moving at
What's
all.
funny is
No?
You're frozen to me.
Oh, that's fantastic. Let me turn the Wi-Fi.
can you hear
on.
this? Listen, I'm even writing riffs. Hear that? I'm getting music out of it.
That's usually a good thing for an instrument.
Yeah, so I'm getting there. It's weird because the frets are so close together and so small.
So last week we had fun with
There's only
Walt.
4
We want to
strings,
thank
too.
Walt for coming on last Thursday. Thanks, Walt. We love you, buddy.
Walt with a
Yeah, I
C.
can't believe that's what a week. That seems like so long ago.
Well, we're all so busy these days. There's so much to do.
Yeah.
Makes time go by quick. Oh man.
What a disaster anymore.
They're talking today and they're like, "Dude, 7 weeks ago." I'm like, are you kidding me?
Like 9, dude.
And like in a way
Wow.
it feels like a year ago, but yet it feels like a couple of weeks. But then this whole time since then has really felt odd. I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, is it just me or are the roads like crazy full the last couple of days?
What's that? Traffic?
Going home tonight, it was crazy. There was also a bunch of
Roads are
accidents
packed,
on.
man.
There's
Yeah,
a
it's
lot of
because
traffic.
people are all like, "Oh, I'm driving my car. How does this work again?"
People are just like,
Right.
screw this.
Yeah.
I'm going back out in real life, you know?
Well, it's going to
Oh, no.
get to that. I mean, there's really no place to go. But I mean,
I don't know. 309's
it's like your
buzzing
mulch,
lately.
Joe.
What's that?
Oh, I know. I'm on through not all every day.
Yeah, it's like way busy.
Is that your mulch?
Yeah, I'm tired, man. I got 13 yards. And
Yeah.
there's some confusing on this picture. I wasn't questioning the size of the mound. I was saying like, oh my God, I got 13
But you
yards
have
this year.
question marks.
I know.
But you have question marks.
Well, it's just meant to be like.
It's like I
oh,
have 13
like,
yards.
what's going on? Am I crazy? It's like a rhetorical thing, but it's okay. The yards look right, everybody. I appreciate everybody chiming in. It definitely was 13 yards. I did 9 last year, and I feel that much more this year. So I made a significant dent in this. There is definitely a ton of bolts, and it's as high as my car. So it's definitely 13 yards.
So even on Facebook, there's mulch experts on Facebook, huh?
I wanted to get a picture that said like warning Facebook expert. But no, I love you guys. I'm not making fun of anybody. You guys are the best, you know. It's great.
There's
I
a
saw
lot of
Gotta keep yourself busy.
I saw 13 yards, and I thought you were offering to do people's yards today. Like,
It's the sequel.
Joe's getting into landscaping.
It's the sequel to 8 Mile, 13 yards.
see,
The Quakertown
Equally as good.
edition. It's 13 yards, Quakertown.
Quicker.
From Q-Mart, from the Q-Mart to the Eagle.
It's a lot more than
Yep.
that.
Yeah. Well, you guys aren't good
Should
at
we-
math up there.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, is the
There-
Kmart open during this?
I have no idea. I think so. The grocery store, maybe.
I heard the grocery store and the pet store. I thought on the two ends. 'Cause you know how they have the
if
pet
Tweaks-
store on one end.
Yeah. If Tweaks watches this, I don't think he watches this, but I should have asked him because my front brake, the front brake of my car basically fell off the front of his house the other day.
Yeah.
I never realized where he lived. He lived right next to where that lot I pulled in at.
Huh.
I hear a dog bark and I hear somebody yelling at their dog, and I look across the parking lot and I see his car sitting there. I'm like, holy shit, is that where he lives now? So then I was like, hey, shut that dog up. He didn't know it was me right away. It was kind of funny.
So say, did he come
Yeah.
out?
Shut that dog up.
So my hands have been eternally dirty for 3 days. Three days of Ford Focus brakes. I don't understand it.
So did you have to get
Apparently-
new calipers again?
Probably.
It's so
I took
weird.
everything I had to the garage this morning, and I said, look, I said, here's what we did. I said, me and my brother went over this. I asked another friend of mine, and we were all like, well, this kind of works, but it doesn't work.
Right.
It's like, there's like, I guess the guy at the shop, he called somebody, or I don't know who he called, but he calls me back later on, and he says, for some reason, there's like 5 different brake and brake caliper and pad combinations. Like 5 different combinations for this car. He says Ford ought to be shot for this. He says it's like 2 years. It's like 04 and 05 or 03 to 05. They had all these crazy combos even during the same model year. Well, you had 2 different auto parts stores I went to. I had the same part number, and they didn't mention to me anything else. So I told him, I said, look, I bought this, and it came with the bracket. I needed the hardware. I said, but I don't need the bracket because it's molded to my rotor, I think. And the guy at the parts store was like, no, you need this. So this will come with only $5 extra. So I'm like, all right, well, $5 extra, I'll take everything you're going to throw at me so I can replace anything that might be bad, right? So then I go to the mechanic this morning. I went down to the shop, and I was like, I had the new caliper on in the pads, but the clip that came on the pad don't work on nothing, and the clip that came with the caliper don't do anything.
Right.
I have these brackets left. He goes, well, you need them. They bolt onto your spindle. I said, no, they don't. He goes, yeah, these bolts here. I said, he goes, well, what do you have on it now? I said, the new parts. He goes, well, you didn't replace this? I said,
Like
I can't
it's not
replace
replaceable.
it. So then he calls you later on and he goes, yeah, you're right. Neither of them
Joey.
clips worked. Neither of those clips worked. And yeah, you're right. It's molded to your rotor, to your spindle.
What's
So then he
Joey
called-
doing
I
there?
was I was just closing my closet. Don't mind me.
Oh.
You just get out of it.
I'm not trying to take any attention away. I just want to close my closet because
I was just
showing
thinking,
off
what
all-
is he
we
doing?
don't need everybody looking in my closet. God knows what's in there. So.
You're not anymore.
So do we have any new viewers?
We hate to discuss disc brake talk, but
Right.
so
I know, but we
anyway,
have
so
more.
he calls me back then and he goes, well, we'll figure this out. Steve, I'm gonna have a couple different calipers sent over. I'm gonna look at them from my guy, and it's like, what do you want to do? I said, I'll tell you what I don't want to do. I don't want that car to leave your garage until it's fixed right. I said, I'm tired of messing with it. I said, it's been 3 days now. I don't want to take it home and play the guessing game again. And that,
Right.
you got to make it work. I'm like, son of a bitch, it's a Ford Focus. How hard could it be? I mean,
So I see we have a few viewers.
Yeah, we
Who's
got some viewers.
who's joining us
besides that,
tonight?
It didn't need
Joining us.
anything. He complimented me. He said, this is a very clean, low miles car.
But your brakes suck.
Yeah. but you got half-assed. You got like two different style brakes going on there.
Right. Good old Ford.
So, anybody else out there want to say hi? Yeah, just the right angle, the way I put my hat up. I look like I'm wearing an Amish hat.
Isn't that what it
I
is?
mean, it did come from Lancaster.
I say,
What's that?
are we still freezing? Because I'm looking at the one screen I have, and it looks like we're not moving. So I don't know if that's on my end or.
No, it's jerky. Is Joe froze or he's just not moving?
I don't know. I switched it. Usually I turn the Wi-Fi off and I just have the the Ethernet going. So I put the Wi-Fi on. I guess it doesn't make a difference. If it doesn't make a difference, I'll just take the Wi-Fi off just so it does Ethernet because it's a better connection.
Well, it won't do both. It'll do one or the other.
Yeah, but I think it picks one of them. But if you turn the Ethernet off, like if I turn the airport completely off, I mean, if I turn the airport completely off, it has no choice but to do the Ethernet. It doesn't look for a Wi-Fi. I think if the Wi-Fi is on, it goes back and forth. You know.
Huh.
I think. I don't know.
No, because you're the one who started this Zoom. Is the whole thing affected by your internet carrier right now? Because you're the one who started the Zoom meeting.
I'm not sure. I would think because I'm broadcasting to Facebook, but I don't really know. Is there any like Comcast or Verizon technicians out there that would like to weigh in on this heated debate right now?
Or anybody that knows how Zoom works.
Yeah.
Or anyone that knows Ford Focus front brakes.
I don't think
Zoom... Those are the 3 topics for tonight.
3 topics.
Ford Focus
Zoom
brakes.
Knows how Zoom works.
Right. It's like magnets.
And carnies. And then this too. So speaking of what's that?
What was that?
This is our topic for later.
Oh, I can't.
So,
you keep.
I know.
You sound really weird to me.
I'm trying to keep it a mystery for later.
Oh. Oh, great. That mystery just dropped us viewers.
Wait till I break it out. Hey, will this get viewers? Strippers? Does that work? Did you see somewhere out Midwest they have drive-throughs? They have drive-through strippers.
Huh.
Really?
They had a parking lot at a strip club. They got like the metal concert barriers set up.
Yeah.
And on each side of the barricade, there's like 3 or 4 portable stripper poles. And you drive by in your car, there's buckets, and you throw your money out into each stripper's bucket.
They got to work too.
Yeah. Tyler, can you get unemployment for being a stripper?
Yeah, that's like you got to be like a sole proprietor of sorts, I would think. So like,
yeah, if
you're
on the books,
get unemployment now.
You know, some people that's an essential.
What, strippers?
Yeah, not me. I don't. I've only ever been like 3 times in my life.
So much for being family friendly.
I don't think we've ever claimed to be family friendly.
Hey, hold on. I'll be family. All right, I'll bring it back to family friendly. Portable stripper poles. The strippers were fully dressed.
Well, if it's still cold out, you don't want to be.
I guess you can't be topless out in the public parking lot anywhere, even if it is a strip club parking lot. I guess. You know.
That sounds logical. That sounds reasonable to me.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't think anything sounds logical right now.
Nope.
Like killer bugs.
Yo, not for nothing, man. I don't want to deal with no killer bug, man. I'm just putting that out there. Like that's a legitimate problem to me. I try to get stung by those things, you know.
You see that thing Sean shared with a guy in Tessie getting stung by one?
Yeah,
No.
man, they're nasty MFers for real.
There's a guy. I guess he's like a Steve Earle, but this guy intentionally gets stung and bitten, unlike Steve
Oh
Earle.
yeah, with the ants and stuff. Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that.
Well, this dude put one of them killer hornet things and intentionally got stung by it.
How'd that work out?
Not good. Yeah, but if you look into the story about those, that story is almost a year old. And it was in Washington State. So
They can
I
stay
guess
out
they're getting
there.
us ready for the next flatten the killer hornet curve, I guess.
So the funny thing is, every day I try to listen to those news briefings at 2:00.
Oh my God.
They're painful to listen to.
I'm telling you, that our Cush, she sounds like a school teacher, doesn't she?
Dude, man, Sarah is the most valuable player. Hold on, while you talk, I will get not a video, but just a desktop.
Which one do you like,
power
Mike? Which
team.
one?
Hold on, I'll find it. I'll find it. Let me look at it, and then I'll share the desktop when I get it. Just carry on your day, and then I'll find it.
No, I listen to the one. Channel 69 sends me an update every day at 2:00. There's those news briefings. And today they're talking about, well, since you're going out, now you have to watch out for Lyme disease. And I'm like, are you guys just trying to just bring up stuff that sucks outside right now? Like,
Yeah.
Lyme disease, no shit. We're in Pennsylvania.
I live in the woods. I live in 2.5 acres.
But I'm like,
Just
you
test
really,
in.
yeah, you're bringing up Lyme disease. Come on now.
So this right here,
That's your.
this is the power team.
Uh,
This is the power team.
Is that your
Joe,
favorite?
What?
Just Sarah, man. Sarah's so animated in every way. She's the goat.
looks like
She's
her
the goat,
legs.
man. She's the goat. That is my dogs. That
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna put down.
that's our Cush, whatever her name is. The way she talks, man, I have flashbacks of an elementary school teacher. The way she talks,
And do they have to
But
make
Mike's
weird
right, though. It's
faces when they do that?
They
Dude,
look
she's
so,
so
funny, don't they?
into it. I'm gonna have to find some video. I'll find some video. I'm gonna
Please.
take us off of this. I'll find some video, and we'll
This
pick
is how
up
I
again.
sign language. Your careers are over. Your lives are over. Yeah. Yeah, but Mike's right though. It's like they're bringing up a story about killer bugs from like a year ago. And it's like, this just in. If you step outside a car, you may get hit by 10,000 people have been hit by cars this year.
Yeah, I was waiting for the sun's bad too. Like, put sunblock on. No shit. Everything's just like great Lyme disease.
I like today Joe's during Joe's girls conference thing. She's like, and then they have to tell people that these buildings that have been sitting shut for like 2 months, that the water in the pipes won't be drinkable. It's like, are you kidding me?
No, but I saw that got shared out. I got an email about that. I
Oh,
found
really?
some sweet video too while we go
It
into
is
this
somewhat
topic.
true because the water's gone stagnant in those pipes, but
Yeah, but ain't that common sense? Would you
I don't
walk
think
into a
anything's
building? Would you walk into a building you haven't been in 2 months and just drink right out of the tap right away?
right.
Oh,
Hey,
but-
Keith
And then
Marks
she
is here.
goes,
Look how
And then she
animated
goes-
Sarah is. See, she's telling you that you could drink out of the water right now.
Is that what that means?
I guess I don't know.
I think she's telling you the size of something. It's this big.
Dude, I'm sorry. She's awesome though,
The
man. She's
chances-
so totally into it in every way. Look at this, like the facial expressions, man. She just goes for it. She just enjoys her job. That's a job that you can't enjoy, and that woman, she enjoys her job. I just like look at her. She just enjoys her job.
In a pantsuit.
Yeah.
They are overly animated.
I'm telling you.
What are you up to, Keith? I see you guys aren't paying attention to who's saying stuff.
Hey,
guys.
Keith Marks. Hey, how you doing, buddy? We're just watching sign languages, Keith. How's Keith doing? Yeah, I haven't looked down at my screen lately. I'm too busy watching sign language.
This is what
This
it's
is
come
how
to. being in a local
This is
band
how
now.
we sign language saying your lives are on hold forever.
You're done.
Uh,
Buy toilet paper
right there, that's the sign language.
right
there.
now.
Done.
She just did the Fonzie.
This is what
I don't know what that means.
this is her next thing she says. She's like, uh,
So Keith, you enjoying this riveting entertainment on a Thursday night?
it's riveting, all right, I'll tell you.
It's revolting.
All right, I think we see enough sign language.
Hold on, she's gonna give us a she wants us to get the vaccine. There we go, and we can end on
Get
that.
the vaccine. What's the sign language sign for microchip?
Is it that?
Right.
Yes, master.
Oh, my God. Anyway, Keith, we're doing all right. I guess we're doing as good as anybody else. I guess, which is super. Yeah, out there surviving, getting by,
We can't play music, so we
and
sit and bullshit.
yeah. Hey, Keith, check it out. I picked up a new instrument you haven't seen. I'm a cool dude now. I got a
So Keith
ukulele.
says the audio. He says we keep cutting out.
Yeah.
So does everybody's audio keep cut?
Hmm?
Does everybody's audio keep cutting out, Keith, or is it certain people?
Everybody.
Us.
It's just Steve.
Nah, Mike just cut out when he was talking.
Yeah, this is getting hard to listen to.
Hey, does the audio cut out like with the bass? Does the ukulele cut it out?
No, it just sounds very distorted.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when I
that's right.
listen back to the streams, my bass is on there, so I don't know what's cutting out.
I don't know. Well, we don't hear
Really?
Like
shit.
if you rewatch,
Yeah, I know,
What's
but
that?
we don't see. But when we're going, we don't see shit though.
no, but I listen back to it. You know, the once it's posted, and I hear it, so it's weird.
I mean, you get like one note out of that bass, and that note ain't even done ringing out. It's already cutting out.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why it does that.
I don't know.
So you building anything right now, Keith, or are you just hanging out?
What else was interesting today? What was I going to say? Oh, I learned something. If you have glasses or sunglasses on with your face mask and it fogs up, I was waiting in line at Redner's. You know, there was like 10 people, so I was already back at like the deli, you know. And I had my sunglasses on. And when you exhale and they fog up, if you go
Right.
like that, it like sucks the shit right off your glasses. It like unfogs them just like that. You go under your mask. It's funny
Yeah,
how
it's
that
awful,
works.
man. Try having glasses. Well, Mike has glasses. Isn't it difficult to have glasses?
It's
and a
I love
horrible.
my
mask?
sunglasses.
Because I'm
Well,
like,
my
I can either
sunglasses-
see this. Yeah, it's just no rhyme or reason.
But sunglasses you could take off.
what I'm
Right.
Regular
saying is, if
glasses
you
you
like,
cannot. You know.
well, no, I'm saying is, Joe, if you go like this, you can watch like the haze come right off. It's like you turn the defrosters on.
Yeah, I know it
Try that
sucks,
sometime.
man.
I
It's
was,
awful.
I was saying, I don't
Suck
see
all that
what.
particles out of the air. Audio cut up. What's going on with Zoom tonight?
I don't know. It's awful. Zoom is awful. I mean, it's great that it's brought people together, but overall, it's pretty awful.
And people are like, "Wait, you mean bands can't play live together on Zoom?" Yeah.
There's another service I've been seeing advertised.
Microsoft meetings or something.
No, it's another one. I'll have to send you the link if I see it again.
It's called Microsoft Microchips.
Yep.
Actually, I heard on the radio that Facebook actually has something like this through Messenger, like a form of Messenger.
I don't know.
So the video's freezing. It keeps says the audio's cutting out again too.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you're doing the thing about that mask, I couldn't see what you were doing. Like you were just frozen.
Does the kit come through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing that.
Didn't hear the rototoms though.
Rototoms. So you want electrical setting for that?
I think the problem is right now there's nothing to do. Everyone's on line.
You know, when you don't have your sounds on, like when I can't hear anything but pads, so sometimes you have to put headphones on.
You put it on your 1980s Phil Collins setting.
I have to try to program that. I could definitely program that because you can make your own kit.
So
this is kind of it, I guess.
There is a little bright side coming up this month for everybody. NASCAR
Snow on Saturday?
Snow and NASCAR.
I can't believe it's going to snow.
I don't think we're going to see any.
It's going to be like a huge blizzard, you know? Can you imagine that? We got like a foot of snow in May. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, they say if it snows this weekend, it'll be the latest snow ever, or in the last 100 and some years.
I could have swore it did it.
And it'll be the most.
No, maybe not.
And it'll also be the most shocking thing of 2020.
Right. Hey, how can 2020 suck even more? Let's have it snow in spring.
Yeah.
You shouldn't say that because 2020 is definitely the hold my beer year.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't.
You think it
There's
sucks
a lot
now?
to go left, and it is going to tell you to hold its beer. So just hope that it doesn't get any worse.
Right.
There's lots to go left. Is that what you said?
What was that?
You said there's a lot to go left.
Yeah, it's like only like May, dude. There's like at
Mix
least
your
half
words
a
up.
year.
Yeah, we're not even
You mean
halfway
left
through
to
this
go?
stupid year.
You mean left to go?
Yes, that's what he meant. There's still more to
Yeah,
go.
we have a lot left to go.
You said not more to go left.
Oh, a lot more of the year to go.
I'm just screwing with you. You did say it.
Is that
Yeah,
still a night?
I tell you that I think one thing that's been getting me lately is like being out the whole scene, everybody walking around in masks. It's like this is like so bizarro, you know? It's
Yeah.
so weird. I forgot my mask in my car the other day when I went into AutoZone. I had to pull my sweatshirt up over my face. I was gonna black out from I don't know what it was. Like carbon monoxide. What's that shit you exhale?
Dioxide.
Dioxide. Carbon monoxide.
I was gonna say, unless you're walking around with your tailpipe.
If you're exhaling carbon monoxide, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Like this last weekend, there was some cruising going on High Street. Huh?
Yeah, I should have went.
I would have. I didn't know. I didn't realize what it was. I didn't realize it was actually cruising on High Street. You know.
Yeah, I know a lot of this stuff's last minute and nobody can plan anything, but it would almost be nice to have a little bit of confirmation when somebody says what they're doing.
Yeah. I think for old time's sake, they should kick all the street parking off. Let us have 2 lanes again.
Is it even possible to have 2 lanes again?
I don't know. I mean, the street's the same width it always was. It's 2 parking.
But didn't they add those concrete things out in the street at the corners? like they did up in Pennsburg and East Greenville.
What do you mean on the corners?
Is this
Like you know how in East Greenville.
is
what's
this
that?
kit like really loud? Should I turn it down a little so it's in the background more? Like, can you talk over it?
You could turn it down a little bit. It's not
Okay.
super loud.
I'm just trying to make some background noise.
But no,
That's all.
right
Where you
in
could join
town they have
this.
those you know at the corners where the walkways are. How
Yeah.
they stick out. Didn't Pottstown do
yeah.
that?
You know, I just drove down High Street today, and I don't even know. I'm too busy watching for people walking out in front of you.
Yeah, they don't care. They just walk right out in front.
Oh my God, it's like zombies in the middle of the day going down High Street. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But it's funny though; they're all wearing their masks though. I mean,
Oh, there you go. That's one thing,
walking down High Street in the middle of the day by yourself wearing a mask. I mean,
right? Hey Keith, if you're still here, do you have any old BMX parts yet? Bike parts? I unfortunately got myself into rebuilding some old BMX stuff.
yeah, no lie. I was on High Street last week, right where the Chevy dealer used to be, where Wheels in Motion's at now, with the gas
Right.
station on that corner. What's that?
Yeah.
There's a gas station on the corner. I'm sitting there waiting to make a right to go down behind the shop. And this dude has a face mask, like down over his chin, right? Like he's being safe, you know, with his mask on. But he's rooting through the ashtray at the gas station looking for cigarette butts. I'm like, oh my God. You're still digging for cigarette butts, but you got a face mask on. Well, I mean, you know.
Was
I
that
guess
off like
that's
an '86 Nova?
You know what? I have actually never owned a Nova. I got this out of a junkyard. I've always liked Novas. I always wanted like a 68.
What
or
about a
69.
Nova? That.
Well, we're talking about Chevy, so it made me think to grab this. That's all.
When were we
think
talking about Chevys?
I thought I heard you say Chevy. No.
If you weren't drumming, Joe.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's off one of them like front wheel drive shitbox Novas.
Right. An 86, 87 Nova.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I remember that back in the day. The return of the Nova. I'm like, could you make it any worse of a car than that? You know?
right.
Was that like a Chevette or something? I forget what that looked like.
Pretty much. Same
Yeah.
It was
difference.
pretty much like the next body style after the Chevette with a new name.
Just a little bigger.
It wasn't one anybody liked. I remember that.
Like the Cadillac. What was that Cadillac? That was a Cavalier with Cadillac badges on it.
Yeah, I forget what
Remember
that was
that?
called. It had a weird name too.
Hey, if Jason joined us, he'll tell us his grandparents.
Oh
had it.
yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I
It
know
was
what
like
you're
a
talking about.
Cavalier, but it had Cadillac badges on it.
Did you ever see? There was a truck that used to be around Quakertown. I think this guy did it, but it was like an S10, and he put like a Cadillac front end on it. And it said like it was an Escalade front end, and he took off like Esk, and it had like laid, like it was like his truck was laid, ha 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 ha. It had like
What
the
was
front
the front end on?
It was like the front end of an Escalade on an S10 or something.
No,
There's
I
a
never
lot
saw
of cutting
that.
there.
Yeah, or I don't know, something similar to that. He had like Cadillac badges on it. I forget
Huh.
different kind of front end on it. I forget what he did. I don't. It had laid on it. I remember that. So he took like the emblem of an
Laid.
Escalade.
I knew a guy who had a Isuzu Trooper, like a early like a late
Was
90s.
it green? Was it green?
No, it's black.
Oh man.
But he hit a deer with it. So he took a piece of some car hood and cut the hood to go over top of his grill. It like fit right where his grill should be, and he cut holes for his headlights and like airbrushed and cut slits in the front to make it look like an Escalade front end. Cut slits in that piece of metal and then welded it to his fenders.
Classy.
Yeah. Oh man. But shit, I had something else in my mind I was gonna say. Damn it, what was I gonna say?
No
I don't
idea.
know. No idea.
I
So
guess
any
I'm
word
not gonna
from
have a guest tonight. I don't know.
I was just going to ask, any word from Doug?
No, I texted him. I said no pressure. If you want to join, just click this. Maybe he's working still. That's okay.
All fair. All fair. I got some ideas for future guests. We'll discuss then.
Yeah, I have an idea for next week, which
How
would be
about
kind of
Soko?
interesting. The cats have
Soko?
already been on. We've
I
already
know.
had cat guests. We've had the cats. We've had the dogs.
I have to apologize to Steve for pissing him off last week, though. That was definitely not cool. I apologize, Steve. And I apologize to Walt. Sometimes these get long, and that's no excuse, but I publicly apologize.
All right. I
Being
just
a
was
dick.
like jumping right in our grave. It's all right.
Well, just, these new toys sometimes. See, now I'm used to the toys. So the toys are not as exciting anymore. We've gotten the toys out of our system.
I mean, it was like, so Walt, what do you like better? You like the Philotrons or the Tunamatics? And it's like, hey, check out this video.
You can't hear it. I mean, fortunately, you can't hear it. So, I guess we could do stuff like that in the background, and it would, it probably wouldn't take away, but it should just have something to do with, the content. Like, we could find, some footage of a Gretsch guitar or something next time.
I say just be wary. I found that my screen share or my share screen, so I can add stuff. So just watch out.
You should. You could do it too. You could sometime. You could do you could show us some of your editing or something sometime. That'd be kind of cool.
I was just trying to find how to change my background because I was watching a thing on the radio, and they were talking about it, and they said how to do it, and I go into the settings, I went through my settings on Zoom, and I could not find how to change my background.
No, it's near. Hold on, maybe I could do a screen share and show it. Let's see if that'll
If you
work.
go through settings.
But what are you on a tablet?
Well, I'm using my tablet to watch us, but I'm actually streaming through my phone.
You know what? I'm on the screen share, but it doesn't look like I can show you the settings. So
Like, you have screen shares? What are you using? I'm
using my computer. The problem is I can't show editing or anything because the recording computer is different. That doesn't have a camera or anything.
Oh, right.
My laptop I can't edit.
We're just an idea. No worries.
Because I'm using the bad tablet to monitor. Look, video feedback. I'm using that, but I'm streaming through my phone. My phone's the actual stream right now. I guess there might be different options from a phone to a laptop or computer.
Yeah, I think everything has different. Except for right now, I'm watching us and none of us are moving.
No.
On my side,
it's on single person now. Now it's on gallery. I like to switch back and forth.
That's just like.
Well, it's nice, except for when we're talking. It's kind of weird when you're looking at somebody who's not talking.
Well, yeah, the lag, right? Yeah.
So if I think keep it going forward, keeping it on the panel we're all showing.
Yeah,
but if we have a musical guest that's playing,
then we can do it.
Make that guy, make that one the main focus. And then when they're done, we go back to the Brady Bunch view. But if anybody's watching us, are we frozen right now?
Let it be. Wait, let it go. Frozen.
Yeah, I don't think it's like at a P.
I don't know. I was watching some YouTube streams on my TV earlier, and they were like, I don't know. I just think everything's overloaded, dude. Like all the networks, all the everything's overloaded.
One of the predictions they had, their dire predictions, is like 2 million dead people in this country. One of their dire predictions was that the internet's going to crash by middle of April. It didn't happen either.
But it was supposed to be like a 10 days of darkness or 3 days of darkness. That was one of the conspiracies floating around.
Hey, maybe we could get our mutual friend on. We could discuss the Q. We have a discussion about that.
No, we're not going to do that because if we do that, we'll be banned for real. I mean,
you guys can have my block.
I like the fact that we have an awesome Facebook with lots of likes on it. I'm not trying to get banned.
And Pong Donkers.
We
And
could do that.
Pondonker.
If you want to do that, we'll make another Facebook. Like,
Dude.
you know.
There's Easter
Yeah.
weekend. I'm not naming. I'm not going to get into the conspiracy, but Easter weekend, there's this group who has been this whole thing of blackout of the internet and cell phone, and the good guys are going to like take all the bad guys out of the system and all this bullshit. And well, guess what? It didn't happen. But yeah,
Should I change the date on this one? Like, is there a
there we go.
date?
2020.
Where'd you get that at?
I've had it
Stole.
since 2020 or 2011.
Yeah, but where'd you get that at again? I forget.
It ended up in the yard, I think.
Oh. I was in the band then.
It's a classic.
We were a band then.
Yeah.
There's a great picture going around. Me, Gretchen, and our friend Wendy were out at Devil's Den in Gettysburg at that exact moment when it was supposed to happen, the rapture. And I remember it was Gretchen or Wendy, but one of them took a picture. Right at that exact second, I like jumped up in the air and put my hands up, and it looks like I'm being like taken, like I'm being sucked up in the air, like right when the rapture was supposed to happen. It's a great picture. You remember that, Joe, right? This supposed to be the end of the world, Mayan calendar and all that.
Yeah, I got a tattoo. I think I was down in Atlantic City. I got tattooed that weekend, I think.
Atlantic City, what's that?
Yeah, I don't know. But it's right on my birthday weekends. I think I was down there. I think I got a tattoo on my shoulder or something.
You get a rose on your ankle.
No, it's like a 13. It's like a lucky. I don't know. Can I see it? I don't want to get all. You know, it's a family.
I don't see a 13.
I don't know. It's over here somewhere. I don't feel
Joe,
like
show
getting
us that
naked.
one on your ass again.
I don't have one on my ass, Steve. You
That
mentioned that.
that you know of.
That was another guy. That was another guy. You must have.
That was another drummer. That was Ryan.
Ryan has an ass tattoo.
Yeah,
Is
It's
it
a Chevy bow
is
tie.
it a dump truck or no?
it's a dump truck. Yeah.
Can I get a dump truck on my dumper?
That's kind of ironic. A little bit.
What do you think?
Don't go there. I had
we
a
can't
dream
go
about.
there because we get banned if we try to give her some love. You know.
I had a dream. No, I had a dream the other night that Lisa Loeb was in it. So thanks.
Yeah, I think every week we should have a Linus Morissette segment of our show where we discuss her current career. I don't know if that's enough topic for that.
Wait a minute. Did you know that the stay-at-home order got extended? Well, I guess we knew that was coming, right? In Pennsylvania. We knew
Till
that was
when?
coming. June 4th? What?
Really?
Well, Joe, if you paid attention to your Montgomery County woman this morning, today, here, let me sign it. She said, yourselves. No,
That's pretty much
Basically-
where I think where they're at. Like, screw you
Yeah.
guys.
yeah. No, but she said
So
this
you're
morning.
saying that Alex Jones might be right?
I'll never say that until absolute.
I'm not saying it either. I just proposed the question. We'll let
Joe,
everybody
let me
else.
tell you something. I got deep into 9/11 stuff years and years and years ago, and I got into Alex Jones years and years and years ago, and I could write a book of how much shit never ever happened that he said was going to happen, and how much shit was flat out proven wrong for him. I mean, I think at the basis of it, he's got a point with some things, but man, that
Yo, if not for nothing else, he's entertaining and he's better than 99% of the news that's on the TV. Period. So
yeah, but he's
nothing
supposed to be
else is
bullshit.
entertaining. You know?
Gay freaking frogs, Joe. You ever see that one?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
They're turning the freaking frogs gay.
All right,
He
we need to stop
claims-
talking about this, or we're gonna get banned.
He claims that they put the chloride or fluoride in the water was turning the frogs gay, right? Well, how much access do frogs have to tap water? You know what I mean? They're out in ponds. How do frogs have access?
Well,
This,
it gets dumped in the water and stuff.
Hold on, I want to see if I can find a picture. See if I can work this right.
No, don't find a picture of that. We're gonna get banned. We gotta stop.
No, I don't know if. I guess Keith
Seriously,
just
man,
left.
everybody's getting banned left and right. You can't even like say certain things. Like we probably shouldn't even mention said pandemic that's going
well,
on.
we're talking
That's
about
what
an old. We're
Right.
not saying nothing new or anything. We're talking old shit right here. No one cares about it anymore.
See you,
Which-
Keith.
which-
Thanks for tuning in. No, I was trying to.
Yeah, so here's the thing, like with YouTube and Facebook and stuff. Now, I mean, yes, granted, we agree to their policies and it's their forum, blah blah blah. But the fact that things like Facebook and YouTube are taking things off that they
outright
deem as,
censoring you, when you're there's
well,
supposed to
yeah,
be,
and
the
like
new
YouTube,
media.
like a
There's supposed to
year
be the
ago,
new media.
YouTube's like, we're not going to get rid of it, but we're going to start knocking it off of the. We're going to
Hey,
start
wait a
getting
minute.
it off.
Wait a minute. They're publicly traded companies too. So, in my opinion, they're not privately owned. They're publicly traded. Therefore,
Yeah,
they
but
should
here's
not.
the thing.
You still sign an user agreement though that it
Here's
is.
the thing.
get
No
it.
matter what, though, who are they to tell us what is conspiracy and what's real and what's not? Because there's so much bullshit out there anymore in the world and so much false crap. You know, like labeling a guy who had corona that died of a heart attack as a corona victim. You know,
Mhm.
It just
It's
comes
like-
down to if you had a forum that you created, you could make the rules. That's just
I get it, but
if
at
somebody
what point, but
if
at
somebody
what point does
agrees,
that, at what point when you have billions, like a couple billion users, right? I think they have like 2
Yeah, but
billion
still.
users now. At what point do you have to say, well, now I'm like the public, media
never
for
do.
news.
like
You never do.
YouTube.
No,
But look, like YouTube. YouTube is a forum, a page, a place for you to host your videos, host your thing, and do your thing on there. Who are they to say, well, this is not true. This is actually a conspiracy. I mean, there's some things that are flat out bullshit conspiracy that there's no base to,
well,
like
but how
shape-shifting alien reptoids. But if you want
Right.
to discuss something you think's a theory, well, you're smarter than the rest of the world. Mighty YouTube and Mark Zuckerberg, you guys are the gods of wisdom. You know exactly what's real and what isn't. That's where I think is bullshit.
Well, dude,
You know?
it's existed since the beginning of YouTube, right? Like, there's been misinformation and people saying whatever they want. So why is it now a big witch hunt, to sniff out?
Well, YouTube started this a while ago.
misinformation?
YouTube started this like last fall.
Yeah, but it's been the worst lately, though.
Yeah.
It's nonstop now. I mean, they cut people midstream and stuff, like on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous, man. It's over the top.
I know.
But like, you're right. Like, Mike's got a point, and I agree with it. Like,
it's like saying if
you know?
if we made a record and we sold 1 million records and 1 million people bought our records, and then they go, well, a couple people say, well, next time we want you to record this, and be like, well, no, we're going to record what we want, and they go, well, 1 million people bought the record and we want you to do this now. So it's like, where do you, and everybody signs an agreement or clicks on an agreement to be on it.
I think that apples and oranges there. All right, here's how I look. All right, just say I start a forum for something, right?
But where
And
are you
me
starting
being
it? Are you
wrong,
starting?
Just say I
Are you
start
starting
a
your
forum
own-
like
Your own website. Just have your own website.
no, a
Okay,
forum,
so
like,
your
like
own
a-
website.
No, like a forum, like where we can log on to
You
and
could do
have
that on your own
like a
website. Or Reddit. You talking about Reddit? Like
yeah.
Reddit?
Depression just said.
Well, no, you
All
can't.
right.
It can't be on to an existing thing. It's got to
That's
be
what I
your
mean.
own
You
platform.
did your own thing, though. You just did your own thing.
Let me get to my
But-
point. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Just say me, who's a nobody in the world or in the world of the internet, an absolute nobody. Just say I start a internet forum on like Telecasters or on like a train forum for certain trains, and I'm on there saying, okay, you're not allowed to talk about this subject or this subject, and I'm censoring it. I'm a peon. I'm a nobody. Okay. YouTube and Facebook, they represent a portion of something really, really huge. You know what I mean? And that's a lot of people go for their expression and for their information. And I agree they can do what they want, but when you got 2 billion people and you're $1 billion corporation, you're not just some guy with a forum saying, I don't want you to talk about this. There's something behind that.
Yeah, you're
It's a
right.
bigger,
I said that. Absolutely. I agree
it's
with
a
it.
bigger thing. It's bullshit. I'm not trying to get conspiratorial or political, but they're in bed with a lot bigger people than I'd ever be in with. Like they're in with the government. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
You're saying they're the
that's
CIA?
that's just how I
Wait,
look
wait a
at
minute. Are you saying they're the CIA? Maybe, maybe not.
it. You know, CIA exists. They have a headquarters. We've seen it.
Look,
Yeah, I
man,
don't know. I
that
just,
stuff doesn't bother me because I know that stuff goes on, right? That
well,
stuff
I mean,
goes on. People are trying to
yeah.
control everything. It is what it is. I accept that. It is. It just you don't have to you don't have to completely abuse your power. That's my point. When you completely abuse your power, it's when I start saying like, yo, really, you know?
Well, how's it like? I remember. I think it was around. It was around the fall. I think it was just before Christmas. Where YouTube, I saw a thing on the news one night where they're talking about how, well, we're going to start deeming things that are misinformation or certain conspiracies. We're not going to delete them. We're not going to take them off of our YouTube, but in the sequence of when people search stuff, it shows up in the what's that word when they show up when we type on YouTube. Like for some reason, every time I go on YouTube, Fugazi waiting room shows up, like pinned to my YouTube somehow. I have no idea why that video is always there. But
You've watched it. The percentage of times you've
Like a
watched it
cookie,
is
they
high.
follow you, man. Like the cookies.
yeah, but there's stuff. There's
But as
stuff
soon as
like
you guys
that.
are done this, I got something to say
All
in
right.
the rebuttal.
But there's other stuff that I watch a hell of a lot more than that video, and channels I watch, but they don't even show up. It's really weird.
Over and
But-
over again?
What's that?
Do you watch those over and over? Like, is it different subjects or is it the same subject?
Well, wait. Do you have a fridge there? When did you get a refrigerator right there?
That was part of my 2 streams ago shtick. My little refrigerator.
Did you know there was a fridge there, Steve?
No.
He just got a beer from a fridge.
I saw him get a beer, but I didn't realize it was in the fridge.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't do a bit on that. You have to do
Yes,
a
I did.
specific bit on your fridge.
Yes, I did. My little.
I didn't realize it was in a fridge.
That's always a cooler or something.
But anyway,
you got a fridge.
yeah, there's some channels where I've watched the videos a few times, the same videos, but they
Okay.
said to knock it down because they said they deem it as misinformation or conspiracy. Well, so you've proven that the Kennedy assassination is a conspiracy. You've proven this, right? You're YouTube. You're going to tell me I can't have that show up in my feed because you say it's conspiracy? Like, I'm sorry, that's bullshit. It's
Yeah,
not like they're
we're
on
just not
there
gonna
showing,
win.
not like
We're
they're
not
on
gonna
there showing
win this.
pornography.
We're just not
Like,
gonna
if you're
win
showing
this.
pornography or flat out violence or people getting like mutilated and stuff, that's one thing. But something you want to discuss a topic that might be real or might not be, you're not hurting anybody. Like, I understand, like, you can't be on there showing porn and stuff, and you can't be on there showing, like, people getting beheaded, which was kind of fun watching that until it got taken down in Saudi Arabia that time. I agree with that stuff, but if you want to discuss something and have a healthy debate about what might or might not be happening, and they deem that as conspiracy, so they're going to bury it in the feed, make it hard to find. That's bullshit. I don't get it.
Yeah, no, it's messed up, dude.
All right. So here's a rebuttal. I listened. You're if you create a forum on your own URL, not on Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, you make your own forum. And granted, you're nobody. You've got no name. You start a forum.
Mm-hmm.
You make the rules. You say what you want on there. I only want people to talk about telecasters. So fast forward 3, 5, 10 years, you have 1 million people, and now all of a sudden they're like, no, now we want to talk about cats. And you can't tell us we can't talk about cats, but you're like, no, you signed on to my forum and you agreed to my rules. Well, no, but now there's a lot of people. Now you owe us. Now you owe it to us to change your rules. Like, that's where I'm at, where,
Well,
it doesn't matter if there's 1 million or 10, 10 people on a forum. If you join something and you accept the terms, they don't owe you anything. Nobody owes you, like nobody owes us anything if you sign up for something.
I don't know when I joined YouTube, it says that you have no right to discuss 9/11 or the Kennedy
Well, do you ever
assassination.
read it though?
When you
Yeah,
scroll
here's the
down,
thing,
Your
though.
term, you know.
Hold on, I can speak from firsthand experience because I was actually a moderator on ClassicVanHalen.com. I was a moderator on that page, so I understand what it's like about content. But certain pages are specifically for that, like because I used to moderate an actual big forum. I was one of like 10 moderators.
Can we find that forum?
but the
Yeah,
thing
Classic.
is, it's our user agreements. We can, there's a lot of gray area when you sign up on stuff, and that's just my point. I don't give a shit either way. I understand.
I understand, but I'm just saying though, it's like
Facebook owes me nothing. Like
Yeah,
I know they're gonna take shit down.
but where do they get off deeming that that's not real?
Unfortunately,
You don't think Facebook is involved in a little bit more than just a dude with a popular forum?
Of course.
oh, I'm not saying that at all. You're taking stuff out of content. What I'm saying is it's bullshit, but we've agreed to their bullshit.
I agree with you.
I
agree
I'm
with
pretty
both,
sure when
man,
I joined
you know?
YouTube, it said that you don't have the right to discuss things that we don't believe in.
Well,
YouTube for
community
me-
standards is called.
Community stand. It's worded in a way that you can't fight it.
Should we try to?
It's like when
find
you
it?
sign the agreement when you go into go somewhere that you can't sue if you get hurt.
We could
There's
probably
so much
find
legal jargon that it's worded in a way that it's a loophole. They just do it.
I still think it's bullshit though.
And I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying. There is that the classic forum.
ClassicVanHalen.com.
Can we bring it up? We should bring it up, I guess.
If you go, I could moderate anything I wanted, but I was the guitar room. I was one of the 3 moderators in there. I haven't been on there in probably about 5 years because it got very political, and I was attacked, and I had people coming on my Facebook page, and it got really ugly, and I was like, you know what, screw you guys.
Is this
And
in
I
here?
hadn't been, yeah, that's it. Go to the forum section.
Hey, look, it's a bad boom operator.
Says I have to download something.
No, just click. You don't have to download. Just click on the where it says forums. Click on the up on the top. You can look at it without being logged into it.
It keeps telling me to download something.
Yeah, unless it's changed, you don't have to download anything. Right there. Look for the guitar. What's
Yeah,
it
but
called?
when I keep
Guitar.
clicking it.
You
Scroll
probably have to
down.
join up.
Scroll down to where it says guitar forum or
It
guitar
just says
room.
Mark Forum.
No, scroll down, Joe. Scroll down where the red lines are. The
Okay.
topics. One says guitar. I forget what it was called. Gear room or guitar room or
Guitar shop.
Yeah, click on there.
Okay. We got Unchained Stripe series.
Well, go into the actual. Go into the actual room. Click on to go into it.
Which one? There's a bunch of them. Any
The
of them?
guitar. Are you in the guitar room section?
Yeah, but now there's like a bunch of other ones now.
Look in there where it says-
I'll
Look
sit here
in there
with
where-
this.
Where it might say moderators or something. See if I'm still even listed as a moderator.
Where did I see moderators?
I don't know. Just maybe go to the bottom. Scroll all the way down.
Oh, Mallon Music.
Yeah,
Hey, that's your last name.
here I am.
Now see.
Am I still listed as a moderator? What's that?
Keeps telling me to download something. But okay. Latest post. Yeah, this must be you.
Dude,
I
I've
haven't
been
been on
posting
since
on there.
2015. What are you doing, man? Do you no longer care about Van Halen?
No, I still love Van Halen. I just fell out of love with the people on that page. It got like really bullshit, really political, and like really crappy on there.
Here's all your
I don't
latest
even know if I'm
all your latest posts say warning.
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 They sounded great, but Dave is not sounding so. Oh, these are all these. Yes, This is a whole night's entertainment right here. We have all the posts you made since 2008. Look at all these
What's that?
posts.
I've been
This
a
is
member
just
since
1
yeah.
to 25 of 500. You have
Yeah.
500 posts on that Van Halen.
Does it give a
Joe.
time frame? Because if it's after 11, we know where it goes.
Joe.
Is it the,
Yeah,
Joe.
we do know where it goes.
Joe, click if you can. Click on my actual profile. Click on my name. I think I've got over three. I think I've got over. I think I've got over 3,000 posts on there.
Yeah, these are all your posts right here. Yeah.
do any of them start with "Let me tell you"?
Well, I don't know, man. That was Saturday, though. Saturday's debate went well into the night. I had to go to bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm pretty sure Steve kept going. So,
Joe, I think there's 3,000. I think I was up to over 3,000 posts. You can click on my profile and view my profile. It says
How the hell do you have 3,000 posts about Van Halen?
Oh, there's so
You
much.
can't
Wait, wait.
respond.
Here.
Hold on.
Here's a
can't-
drunk one. RS is trash, and it only gets worse with ...
Jerk.
No, that's the truth. Rolling
But
Stones.
that was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. He wasn't.
I
Is
wasn't
it a
drunk.
Saturday? What's July 21st, 2013? Is that a Saturday?
What I want to know is, am I still a moderator? I haven't been on there since the last Van Halen concert. Me, Gretchen went to. I've not been on there since. So I don't
Wait.
even,
There's one. Hold on. There's one the day after Valentine's Day in 2013 at 10 in the morning. At 10 in the morning, in which you said, "But can we all agree that after the Japan shows?" What were we agreeing on after the Japan shows?
That's when they were live in Japan, live in Tokyo Dome concert.
That sounds like
Things
an
are-
exciting Valentine's Day you had the night before.
Things are going to get real quick. Get real quiet. Oh, quiet.
Hey,
Very small on my
dude,
screen.
I was spent hours and hours on that forum for years. I was
So-
We can totally tell.
So here we go, Joe. How many posts did he put on here?
over
This
3,000.
is 1 to 25 of 500.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
there's
3,000 posts. Yet he can't tell us if he can do a Saturday night show in June.
I lose track sometimes. I lose track. It's like, hey, can you do a show? Like, yeah, hold on. Let me
Hold on.
check.
I got to yell about Van Halen in Japan.
And then like 15 posts later, you're talking about like,
Fuck you, Van Halen.
Let's go back in time. How far back can we go? Why does it keep wanting me to download stuff?
I joined that. Joe, I joined that page in 2008, and I'm willing to bet you, I forget my count.
Wait. Here's something about UFOs from 2012.
I think I was over 3,000. I was like I was close to closing on a 4,000 posts and comments, not posts, comments and posts and stuff. Yeah, I was a moderator. I was legit. I could go in that page and kick people off and
All right,
ban
so-
people.
Well,
Yeah,
okay,
I hear you. There you go. 12:34 a.m.
but what's this one here? July 1st of 2012. I heard some were that the only thing that could cut that kind of stone are diamonds, and diamonds were not anywhere near that island.
We're
That
talking
you were
about-
posting on something with UFOs.
Yeah, because they had a random. They had a part on that forum where you could just talk about random shit. We're talking about that island of Punta, whatever, from Ancient
right on.
Aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Punta, whatever.
This stream just got longer.
Joe, there's a treasure trove of me on that page. There's a
Yeah, we
treasure
gotta keep
trove.
going back. We gotta go back in time more. What else do we got here?
Joe, you can spend weeks and weeks following that.
Back on March 23rd of 2012,
I was just reading that one
he
too.
said, I liked my 8 tracks by the time I was old.
Old enough to buy music. I think they were already out.
That's true. What are you on? Are you guys just looking at the post I made on my from
Yeah,
my
we're just
home?
we're looking at vintage Steve Mallon.
No, I mean, are you getting it from my post from my?
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Even in 2012, time just doesn't change. He wrote, for some reason, YouTube won't play on my computer. We're nearly 10 years later, and we still have the same problem.
All right, Joe. Are you going to read the end of that one?
Oh God.
What if it has anything to do with Obama? No.
That's when shit started getting bad, right there. When politics came in.
That's when
now-
I knew I would not vote for him again.
So now we've got a timestamp.
It's an election year.
Timestamp now of when stuff had changed. March, what was that? 15th, 2012. The day that will live in infamy.
Did we play in Atlantic City? Was that like around St. Patrick's Day when we went
Yeah.
to Atlantic City?
Yeah. But anyway,
Were you in Mike's car writing that on the way home? What time was that? What time was that? 10:31 p.m. You might have been. You might have been typing that on the way
no, I
home
didn't have a
in Mike's
smartphone back
van. You
then.
might have been typing that.
I can't find the venue, and Steve's yelling at Van Halen.
I didn't even have a smartphone back then. I had a flip phone or a generic BlueBerry phone or something.
A blueberry?
A BlackBerry.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait, guys. I think Lars Ulrich went on his page in March 15th. Wow, you had a busy day on March 15th. You wrote, "I'm not a fan of downloading, and illegal downloading drives me nuts." Were you just hacked by Lars Ulrich there, or what?
I still feel that way. Nothing's changed.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is the Van Halen forum, not the Metallica forum. What
Oh,
do
wait a
you?
minute. I just
No.
skipped like 6 pages into the future, and it's still March of 2012. You were really animated about Van Halen in March of 2012, huh?
Joe, I spent hours on that.
I'll be
page.
right back.
How do you think I became a moderator on the page?
That.
You can also see why you got kicked off.
I didn't get kicked off. I didn't get kicked off of it. I backed away from it because people started turning into assholes on there. And like they had to attack me about everything because of my political views. And I was not even talking about politics. So Joe, you went onto my profile and you're just looking at all my previous posts,
You
right?
were just looking at just what you typed. I don't see the whole thing, just what you typed.
Well, there's different sections on that forum. There's like random stuff where we could talk about anything. There was a general music page where we discuss any type of music. You want to really see something? There's the parts where we discussed Eddie Van Halen's guitars and building replicas and what guitar had what neck on it and what year and when this guitar was
When did Tattoo come out? Did it come out in 2012? Because you wrote here in
2012.
February.
Yeah.
You wrote, "That's because we've been waiting so long. I think we are all still in shock."
Yeah. For them to put new music out.
So we were making fun of Tattoo in 2012. Wow.
Yeah. That's like the boner track of that album. I mean, that's a good album. I like that album, but that song is just I don't like it.
Seriously, 2012 was your year for Van Halen. We just skipped 4 more pages into the future, into the
That's
past.
because they had a new
and
album
we're still
out,
in
man.
February.
That don't happen every day when they put a new album out. You know?
You wrote wings, not rings.
What?
Yeah. That's a Van Halen term. You know what that means,
No.
Joe? You know the old Van Halen logo with like the V and the H that Weezer ripped off?
Yeah.
That's wings. When Sammy Hagar joined, they got like that circle. It looks like a ring around the VH logo. Yeah, that's a Van Halen term for us inside people. Wings, not rings. Although I like Sammy Hagar stuff too. Not as much, but I like some of Sammy stuff.
My sister is a hairdresser, and I was talking about this guy who comes in a lot and is a real picky about his hair.
Are we back to? Are we at February yet?
She then meant, yeah, we're like 4 pages back into the past, and we're still in 2012. 2012 was a significant year.
I'm telling you, man.
Van Halen.
I'm not gonna lie. I spent hours, at least a couple hours a day.
Holy,
on that
wait. Here, even in January of 2012, you wrote, "Wow, Now I'm impressed. After the tattoo hangover, I'm now getting kind of giddy, hyper. You really liked. I never even listened to that album. Was it good?
It is good.
And
Although it's kind of a,
who
it's
sang on it? It's not the dude from Extreme, right?
no, it's Dave. The new album.
Okay, that's how
That
much
was
I paid attention.
so that was '98. That Extreme album came with Extreme.
I like the Extreme Dude song. I'm not gonna lie. Not in
There's
the
a
band, but I
couple.
like that song. It was a good
There's
song.
a couple good songs on there of him. And honestly, if you would pretend that wasn't Van Halen and not think Van Halen, it wasn't bad, but it just wasn't really a Van Halen.
Well, you
sound.
really voiced your opinion about Tattoo in January of 2012. You said Tattoo was a good album filler. I just can't wait to hear Frosty in its entirety. But
Yeah,
overall, they are all sound great and are playing awesome together. And
Yeah.
Ed is really killing it. 101.
Mm-hmm. Well, see what happened was before the album came out, they put out they released like 10-second segments of each song, just like a teaser. See what happened was the thing about that album is it's a good album and they played great and Ed solos and Ed's playing, everything was great. Except like half the album was either I think there's 12 songs on the album. I think 12. And all but like I think 5 of them were total original. 5 were like flat out brand new songs. But out of the rest of the songs, they were like remakes of demos that never got recorded, or like old riffs that Dave wrote new lyrics over. So it was kind of a lazy effort, but it was good. I mean, I listen to it still. But like I said, 5 out of 12 were just kind of like, they were brand new, but like I said, the rest were just kind of recycled, unreleased stuff, and like I said, new vocals over old riffs. Like
Frosty, it sounds like a monster. Why the hell was that not the first single? What was Frosty? I forget.
Stay Frosty. That was the one song.
Oh.
Like Bullethead. Bullethead was originally called something different on their demos.
Man, actually, I take it back. January of 2012 was a very busy year. We're
That's
4
because
more
it was
pages
leading up
into the past, and we're still into 2012.
I'm telling you, just like on Facebook all day, I was on that all the time.
3 more pages into the past, and we're still in January of 2012.
And that, Joe, was before my smartphone days. So that was me sitting on my tablet, my laptop, or my laptop or desktop. Even. That wasn't
I think
even
that was your desktop at that time.
Back on January 9th, which was a day that occupied 4 pages of this, you wrote, what did you say? I guess we're seeing the dicks at hand here. You said, just went to shut my computer off and had to jump back in. Yeah, it's cool. No one was rude at all tonight. So I can see where it's. What time was this? 12:54 a.m.
There
That's
you go.
The sweet spot. There we go.
How many of those clear cups did you have at that point?
You think I drink every night?
I've had enough beating for one
Hold on.
night. Good night.
Hold on, Joe. What was that? What was the date?
That was January 9th of 2012. Did we have a show?
Hold on.
Was that a weekend?
2012. See if I can.
Hey, can we get to this then?
Hold on. We got content.
Oh, we got hours and hours and hours of content.
I mean, this is obviously episode 4 right here.
So January 9th, you said 2012?
Yeah, yep.
That was a Monday.
When was the Eagles show that Jeff put on with Glue Factory and not Glue Factory? What was it? 3 Input Woman. Wasn't that was it that weekend?
January 12th was it? Like I said, January 9th, 2012 was a Monday. So
yeah, but what was like the 7th? Was the 7th the 3 Input Woman show?
I don't have that on this calendar. You know, he was late to work on the 10th. Actually, I'm late to work every day.
You guys never knew this honey hole was out there, did you?
Nope.
I don't know, but at 10 o'clock p.m. back on the 8th, that must have been a powerful day too. You said, I may bitch about stuff, but I'm not a grumbler. I'm a realist. even though they are back and finally doing something again, I
Yeah.
still stick to about 90% of everything I had ever said about them. I didn't mean to laugh. I don't know. I was just waiting for
Well, it's
something more
true.
impactful to come.
To be a Van Halen fan is a very frustrating thing. Like when they're not physically out doing something, they fall in a hole and they pull the dirt over top of it. And it's like, you guys still around? You give a fuck about your fans?
That was your first post, at least that we're allowed to see, and that was in 2012.
No, I joined that in 2008.
Yeah, I know. It says you did, but we can't see that. So you must have, I don't know, maybe you made them mad.
No, it's just by so much content.
Okay. You just put so much up. Gotcha.
It just takes up too much data.
All right, I'll get off of
if you
this.
click on it shows how many posts I've had. I've had.
Yeah, it was
I
like,
think,
it was a lot.
I think I was up. My count was over like 4,000. I posted 4,000 comments and posts. That was my thing, man. There was some lots and lots of in-depth discussions very late in the night on that page.
We saw.
Lots of good
We
stuff.
experienced it. We don't even have to take your word for it. We experienced it with you together.
I made it up to moderate as a moderator in that page. I had powers. I think what really
You have
got
to
him
leave
was
people and say moderator.
Remember, I got this award from you. I don't know why it was on my shelf, but I got this award from one of your car shows.
That's
What's
because
that?
everybody left and you were you just took it. We're like, here.
you got the award for being the best
No,
Joe.
it was a participation trophy. All right. This was
Everybody
probably
gets
payment for being the musical act with
You were definitely there that night.
So now everybody's talking about the Trump money, the Trump check, and everybody's like, if you get that check, you should only buy American with it. Don't buy nothing from China. Well, I haven't really spent any of it. I just stuck it in my bank. But I did buy this nice Ibanez ukulele made in China. And I bought 2 harmonicas made in China. But in the mail the other day came something else me and Breczenich got. He got
Kazoo?
kazoos. Okay? They're called Woodstock Kazoo. Made in America. Look at that.
Are they made in Woodstock,
American made. Let me see here. That's what it says.
New York?
It
Woodstock,
says the
New York?
American kazoo with its African roots was invented in the 1840s by Alabama Best. I have African roots in Alabama. Today, the Woodstock kazoo is still handmade, really, with tools in the same factory. It's heard in a wide variety of musical styles from jazz, folk, to classical.
Is it plastic?
No, it's actually metal.
Yeah, it could be hand shaped.
Exclusively designed by Woodstock Chimes USA, made in America. It's actually from Spokane, New York.
I wonder if that's near
Yeah.
Woodstock.
You think about good stuff that's made in America, then you think about like a freaking metal kazoo. With that fine American craftsmanship. Look on the back too. USA. Hear that? That's American quality there. Here we go. Check this out. Thanks, Trump, for these fine items here. There we go. Ready? You don't have to pay for this entertainment, folks.
You gonna be a mummer next year?
Hell yeah.
Playing something. I'll find a beat at some point, and maybe
It'd be more like
somehow.
we'd be in the bummers parade.
No bummers. I'm liking the uke, I'm telling you. I think what we should all get ukuleles and we'll all learn songs. That could be like an intermission at our gigs. Three was
Well,
playing.
you were just playing the uke. Joe was playing drums, and I was playing bass. So I can't wait to listen back to hear exactly what the disaster was there.
3 different songs.
Right, we were all definitely on this live stream together.
And last night, me and Gretchen actually, I was doing a harmonica and Gretchen was playing the kazoo. We were doing a little jam session.
You guys going to add some content?
About me and Gretchen.
Yeah, I thought you were just going to have a song ready.
Gretchen, where's your kazoo?
It's got to be couples themed. We had couples hockey, and then we got to have couples kazooing.
And then then you could have couples mulching.
All right, Gretchen, here's what we'll do. Do you want us both on the kazoo or you want me on the harmonica and Gretchen on the kazoo?
Why would we want 2 kazoos?
That's true. Get my harmonica from the layout. All right, we got to get ready for this.
So Steve, nobody commented on my Tiny Tim video that I posted on that thread the other night.
Nobody did?
No, did you see it?
I think I did, yeah. Dude, I'll tell you what. There's 11 chords in that song.
Yeah, that's what? 8 too many?
Yeah, I thought it was one of their songs with like 2 back and forth chords. I also bought this in my Trump cash.
I can't see it. What is it? Old something?
Standby.
Is that harmonica?
Guess who made it?
Old Standby?
Honer.
So you could probably get a little bit further away from the mic with that stuff.
I brought my other harmonica in. I hope you didn't put it down somewhere and lose it. It's on the way out.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Mike's got a washboard. Ready, go. Give me a beat, Mike. Oh my God, the washboard's cutting out.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Zoom.
Here, I'll sit on my couch.
You're the kazoo? All right, I don't know if we're allowed to play this, but here's a little ditty. You ready? You hear the kazoo and harmonica duo?
What was it?
It was a little bit of Dixie.
Oh, okay.
Little Dixie in your kazoo.
Yeah.
Should I get Jerry down here with the oboe?
Damn it!
Ukuleles, harmonicas, and kazoos. What more do you want?
So do we have anybody out there watching this right now that hasn't chimed in or said anything?
We got one. It's probably Cromaidz.
Do they want to
Oh,
hear any kazoo solos or washboard solos?
Dude, your washboard cut out. I swear to God.
I think that's on your guys' end. I don't think that's on my end. Because when I listen back, this stuff's there.
Why can we do drums, guitar, ukulele, kazoo, everything? But yet you do something there, like bass or washboard, and it goes away.
and I
Well, like- Is Gretchen watching on a separate device, or is she watching on what you guys are watching on?
Just watch on something else.
Do I cut out on that?
What's that?
Do I cut out on her device?
I don't know.
I don't know. I had the sound. Oh,
She has the sound off so we won't get like delay. Hold on, turn your sound up and see if you can hear Mike. Mike's gonna rock out a washboard solo.
all right, hold on.
Hold on, Gretchen's got to get to it. Yeah, we got to start a jug band.
I have a jug.
All
Nice
right.
jug.
All right, Gretchen's ready for you, Mike. Try your washboard.
No, you can't hear it.
What'd she say?
She said she can't hear it.
It's like slightly.
Well, she said she could hear it a little bit.
How about back here?
Did you hear that, Mike? Or
For like a half a second, then it goes out.
You can hear it more when he went back.
Yeah, she can hear it. Gretchen can hear it on hers.
Okay, let me see if you can hear the bass, Gretchen.
See if she hears bass.
Ooh. Yeah, you can hear the bass.
Yeah, Gretchen can hear the bass on hers.
What is that fucking noise?
I don't know.
That's unpleasant.
There's a weird sound coming across on something.
I think I think once she turns hers down, that'll stop.
Oh, it's feedback. Turn your phone down now.
Caller, turn your radio down.
A caller, your radio it needs to turn down to the 7-second delay. Like you say shit or fuck. Hey, for an intermission, if we're allowed to have a Christmas show, I can play this at Christmas time.
That's if we can leave the house again.
Maybe we could have a Christmas show.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Can you
Hopefully-
do jingle bells?
Hopefully, we
never
can have a
tried.
Christmas in July.
Can you do jingle bells?
Let me try.
Hopefully, we can have a Christmas and Christmas.
Wait.
He's going for the bells, folks. He's going for the bells, I bet. Or a beer. Or to take a pee.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think this passes for entertainment in parts of the world. What do you think?
They're definitely entertaining.
Yeah. You think it passes in India?
I don't know.
We keep getting a lot of messages from foreign countries I've seen on our page.
Yeah, I
What
don't
are
know.
they
At one point, I ran an ad, and the option was to send a message or something. Clearly, we're not going to do that one again.
I just want to know like where all our Indian friends are tonight.
Yeah. Well, I don't. What time is it in India?
I don't know.
Uh-oh, he's gonna get free.
How far back are they? We need to do a welfare check on Pong. Where'd Mike go?
Okay, so before everything went to shit, I was actually able to travel last year. So here we go. jug.
Got a jug band. There you go.
Can you hear the jug?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hyperventilate.
Hey, work with internet. This is why Zoom doesn't work real time, people.
I just thought that'd be funny. Yeah, remember those Mississippi Muds?
Oh, those are good.
Those are
That was good stuff. I think
Yeah,
I
it
got
was
one
really
of
good.
them jugs.
Yeah, you have one of them somewhere.
I got one of them jugs still.
I think we threw all of ours out when we moved.
I have one somewhere,
Yeah.
and every time I see it, I hear Hank 3, the Mississippi Mud song.
Oh yeah.
Remember Hank 3 before he disappeared? We're breaking out all the instruments tonight.
Is that a tambourine?
Oh, you wanted to break out some instruments? Where is it?
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man.
I'll go get an instrument.
You know what? I love tambourines, but jingle rings, I never really like. They're stupid and they don't do much. They're just awful. It's supposed to ride up and down on the hi-hat. It never works, ever.
Jingle rings?
Jingle rings, yeah. Like, look, you
Are
put it
they-
on top of the hi. Here's the hi-hat, right?
Yeah.
See the hi-hat? The hi-hat's over here. You have to put it on top of it, like this. And then when you move your foot, it's supposed to work, but it doesn't do that. I mean, I guess a little bit.
Are they the relative to Jingle Bells?
Really have to go to town, you know? Ding-a-ling? What are they relative to? What?
Are they
I
the
think I
relative to Jingle Bells?
I think I'm going to have all you guys beat for an instrument now. You ready? Joe's not watching.
Is this inappropriate?
I'm shooting my youth.
Here you go, Joe. I think I got you guys all beat for an instrument.
Oh, what's Mike got?
It's not
Oh,
what you
yeah.
hear.
Steel drum.
Wait, is it inappropriate if I play this on this?
That's loud.
Yeah, Mike has a steel drum. I think Mike wins. Where'd that come from? I forget. Mike, I forget. Where'd that steel drum come from?
A yard sale.
Yeah, I got this. How about this?
So how many people out there right now are going, what the fuck is going on with those guys?
Probably nobody.
Drum solo.
Hold on, I might go for the win right now.
I'm digging the ukulele. I really am.
So you know how much alcohol was involved with this? Not enough.
Not enough at all. I
Jesus.
had like three. I only drank like three of these little girly drinks.
Does
tonight.
the mic pick this up?
Yeah.
Am I having a dream? Is this a dream sequence? Oh. These last 2 months have only been a dream.
Right.
You guys, let me know
Get
about
out those
the-
fucking ruby slippers.
No place like February. There's no place like February.
Right.
Yeah, am I the only one that feels it? You guys ever wake up in the morning, like either like hungover or not hungover, and you're late, you wake up and you roll over, and then like 10 seconds later, you realize what you realize.
Everything's shit.
What's that?
You realize everything's shit.
Yeah. Anybody else? Like, for the first like 10 seconds, you feel pretty good. You know what I mean? You ever get that way?
No, actually, I wake up feeling like shit every day.
Yeah, but you
Dude, I
guys
woke
leave
up-
your house every day. I don't
Dude, I
even leave my house unless it's to go to the grocery store.
Joe, you pissing in bottles and putting them in the corner yet?
I am.
I'm pissing in Gretchen's.
No,
coffee
I
cup.
actually have a toilet. I don't need to piss in
Bragger.
bottles.
Howard Hughes had a toilet
Ooh.
too.
Mister, I have toilets.
Yeah,
So
remember the toilet paper talk? When was that time I said I bought that 12-pack of toilet paper?
I think that was the first real quarantine stream.
That was like a month ago, right?
We got Tron going on now.
It had to be
This
like,
is a this is a Minecraft torch.
Yeah, I think it was about a month. Well, yeah, we've been in quarantine for a month now.
Like
that
2.5 months, dude.
The 12-pack.
It started like the 13th of March. Okay, well, not
Yeah.
2.5 months. Almost
Yeah,
2
that-
months.
Remember I brought those packs of toilet paper in for our show?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
still have one.
Well, I bought that 12-pack like a week before that, right? We just now tapped into that. That extra that 3-pack from the one I left you guys, and we had like another 3-pack in there. We just tapped into it now. For a household of 2.5, SoCo.
2.5
Wipe his-
asses.
Does he wipe his own ass?
2.5 asses.
But so we just tapped into that other pack now, and these idiots that went out and bought all these packs of toilet paper, unbelievable.
Yeah.
I went to Redner's today, and the Redner's toilet paper section is freaking stacked. They're
Really?
full of toilet paper.
I haven't been to a store in a while.
I
It's
go
weird.
to,
I
like,
haven't. What's
once
that?
in a while, like every other day or so. I'll either go to a supermarket or I'll go into a Wawa briefly to get a drink or something. But I don't.
I haven't done shit for. I haven't been to a Walmart in probably 7 weeks now. Is it really 7 weeks?
I went to Walmart the other day in Harleysville just to I was thirsty and needed water. I was going to take my vitamins and stuff, and I went in there, and it was like
They
like
make
an
Flintstone chewables.
Dude, I'm telling you what. Yeah, but wasn't that they never had a Betty in it?
I don't think so.
They were missing somebody. But I'll tell you what, man. I maybe the last month I've been to a Walmart maybe 3 times, maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
I walked in the door. You walk in, and you can usually make a left. You go behind the self checkout and stuff like that. You know. Well, that
This is
was all
Harleysville?
Yeah, Harleysville. It was all barricaded off. So I walked straight back, like I'm heading towards the electronics, and I went all the way to the end aisle, made a left, and the aisles, the checkout aisles, were lined up, spaced apart, all the way through the lingerie section, the clothes section, and we're out to the electronic aisle. So I'm like, well, fuck this. I'm not doing this for a bottle of water. So I went all the way down to the other end of where you could walk across the checkout aisles, and that was blocked off. So then I'm like, fuck. So then I go back, and I'm like, I can't, there's no aisle to just walk the hell out of there. So then I'm trying to sneak by people to get by them, and they're looking at me like I got the plague, and I'm like, getting all these weird looks, and they're letting me by. So I'm like, well, what the hell? So I walked back around again to the end of where self-checkout aisle is, and I picked up the barricade, walked under it, and I said, I just want to leave. Shoot me if you want. And I said, I'm leaving. That's
Don't
what I
tase
said.
me, bro.
What's that?
Don't tase me, bro.
Don't tase me, bro. I want to leave. I don't know. I find it very depressing going to anything anymore.
I think that's why I actually haven't even attempted to go anywhere. I
And
leave the
Wawa's
door.
anymore. I don't go to Wawa. I've only been there once a week at most, maybe, if that.
I just get gas. I haven't even been in a Wawa since the first week of when they actually shut down. I was there, and that was it. I haven't been in a Wawa.
maybe 4 times, maybe 4 or 5 times since then.
I lived in Wawa's before that.
Why don't you go there now? You just don't get coffee there anymore?
No, no, everything at work has
You
changed.
can't get a coffee anymore. They have to get it for you, right?
Yeah.
Well, I can't say I haven't been in one, but I do have one.
Hmm. But the thing is, you go in there and you can't use the touch screens, and you got 6 feet apart and arrows and blocks to stand on and blah 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 blah. But like I said before, you want a lottery ticket? Touch that fucking screen all you want. Stand right behind the person. No lines, no markings, no nothing.
So one of the only stores I've been to has been a beer distributor. And it's funny because I'm not going to say which one I was at, but I'm in there, don't come in without a mask, all that bullshit. But the little touch screen video or the gambling machines
Oh
are
yeah,
working. And there's just people just sitting there playing them. And I'm like,
all the little ghetto mini marts have them now. You know that?
yeah, but I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You're trying to get people in and out, and you don't want people congregating. Yet you have these people just sitting there playing these little.
Yeah.
It just seems. It's like what?
The old Moore's store on Main Street. I go there because my garage is right around the corner, so I've been in there more than I used to be the last couple of years.
Right.
And they got like 4 of the machines in there. And the other day I was at my garage and I stopped in there to get gas, and yeah, same thing. There's all people sitting there, them games playing away.
I just don't get it.
I don't want to knock anybody, but it seems like a certain type of people that are attracted to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. It just seems so weird. It's like get in the stores and get out of the stores. We're gonna make arrows. We're gonna rope stuff off, so everybody can file, and then you just sit there and just play.
Yeah. And then they're touching the touch screen and they're probably scratching their face, and
Right.
nobody's in there sanitizing them, I'm sure.
No, it's just so crazy. I don't.
The thing is too, like I don't know how you guys can avoid going into stores, but I mean I don't go to that many myself, but the only thing I go into frequently is a supermarket is probably Redner's. Like I said, Walmart in the last 2 months, I've maybe been to a Walmart 4 times in the last 2 months. Wawa, besides getting gas, I've been inside a Wawa maybe 4 times or so, 5 times, but I go to the supermarket a lot for stuff. But
The old lady does all the shopping, so
Some dude on Facebook is having a virtual bar, and he's got like chocolate sauce going on, and there's like 60 people watching that.
Joe, who started that?
Hold on, I don't know, but let's here. I'll share the screen, and we can join in the bar too.
I got an invitation to join that.
the thing too, which really gets me is like not to get too into this stuff or to jinx anybody, but have you heard of it? I mean, you've heard about the meat packing plants that have had like big outbreaks and problems
yep.
and stuff like that. But have you heard of any major shopping centers or stores having a serious outbreak or serious issues?
Now, and I was also thinking about that today, where they're like, oh, the meat packing. Have you heard of any other major industries? Have you heard about toilet paper plants? Have you heard about any, like, it just seems weird.
Milk. It's just milk and chickens and the meat.
But what about, nobody's saying shut down the toilet paper plants. Nobody's telling you to shut down the N95 mask, the 3M stuff. It just seems so weird. I don't get it.
Yeah, why is the outbreaks only in the meat packing? Why is that?
And now we're at the virtual bar, just so everybody knows.
Hi, dude. Well,
I'm
Mike,
gonna
you
give
heard
you
about that meat packing plant upstate, that JBM or JSM, whatever, that had like 300 cases and shut down?
Yeah.
Or what is it, JBN? I forget.
It starts with a J, I know.
Well, that's who the rendering plant is in Souderton, right where I work.
Okay.
And when that happened, I drove by there one day, and there was like 10 cars outside.
Of the whole plant?
Weeks, what's that?
Of the whole plant?
Oh, yeah, there was like 10 cars. I'm like, what's going on here? Then I drive by that place a lot. Like almost every other day or so I drive by there. And then a couple days, more and more cars, and now it's fully packed again. supposedly the supervisor of that plant in Souderton, he died from it, supposedly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But their other plant, wherever that was upstate, they had a huge outbreak of it.
Yeah, it's weird. You only hear about certain things. They're not covering, like, for some reason, meat and dairy is not essential. Well, don't get me on the essential thing, but
Yeah.
yeah, fucking great. You're doing your job. But you don't hear about these other people wanting to shut down. I don't understand it. Because there's a lot of other manufacturing going on right now, and they're not trying to shut them down.
That reminds me, I need some metal, or like machine shops, places to buy steel and metal. Are they open yet?
I need argon.
I gotta see if the air gas is still open. Maybe I can talk to them.
That is pretty essential.
I guess he doesn't have 4 kids at his house right now. Does he?
Yeah.
I have no kids at my house.
Back into my fridge.
So what is this like? What is this guy doing? Is this the guy making drinks?
I'm
It's
making
a virtual
drinks.
bar.
So,
Yeah,
how has your week been?
Highly productive.
I'm saying.
So, everybody who's watching, Paul is on a 30-day, we want to call it a cleanse.
30-day water only fast. Only thing I
So he has not eaten anything.
no, this is what is it?
Right.
Day
Huh.
day 6, day 6 or day 7. Yeah, I haven't eaten in 6 or 7.
These guys have dropped their viewers significantly as time has gone on. It was at 70 when it started.
Oh.
Now it's at 36. So we're not the only ones that know how to lose people, guys.
We've mastered that long before live streams, Joe.
There's a lot of positive and negative on that scale.
Right, we've known how to turn people off long before this.
I guess I'll turn this off. This is not very interesting whatsoever.
That's why they're losing viewership.
Yeah, he's 7 days into a 30-day no eating. Talk to me in 9 days.
Talk to me in 30 when you're dead.
Right, you can't just drink water for 30 days, douche.
There's a guy on the radio today talking about a grapefruit diet. He's gone 3 weeks now with just grapefruit, nothing else.
How long?
I think he's going close between 3 weeks and a month.
Yeah. You could probably do it on grapefruit.
He lost 27 pounds.
Hmm.
Yeah, but grapefruit's gross. Man. I don't know. I can't. Ugh.
I used to hate it, then I liked it. Now I don't eat them again, but
Now, don't ask me where I got this from because I have no idea where I got it from. But years ago, I got grapefruit flavored tonic water. Let me tell you,
you
gin
probably got it
and
from the
grapefruit.
store.
What's that?
You probably got it from the gin and grapefruit.
Yeah. No, that did not go well.
Vodka and
Sounds
grapefruit.
awful.
Yeah. You know what else is
That's-
awful? Vodka and Mountain Dew.
I was just going to say that. I was just
That
going to
is
say that.
horrible.
I figured
Absolutely
I'd take-
horrible.
I figured, how can you go wrong with 2 of your favorite drinks together?
Well, you
Well,
know what
guess
else
what?
is horrible?
That's how you go wrong. You put that together. That's how you go wrong.
Orange juice and chocolate cake.
Yeah. How would
Yeah,
you
that would
even
not
think
work.
They're both breakfast foods.
How is chocolate cake breakfast food?
that?
All right, when I was 21, it was breakfast food.
What time of the day are you eating breakfast?
That's true. Actually, that was when I used to wake up early.
Yeah. Don't even get me started on that one. Do you know what time I got to work today? I was there at 6:30. These
Yeah, I
those
used to-
shit.
Well, that was 'cause I get there at 6:30. I wouldn't leave till like 10:30. That's when stuff mattered.
You can't do a muted kazoo. You can't do that.
Uh-oh, got Joe playing again. Joe, I think if you just keep a straight beat, if Steve starts playing, he might be able to at least, if every other beat be in time with you. Keep that going.
Grab the glass, grab the glass.
It's light down.
I can't wait to listen back and see if any of that was in time.
Probably none of it was. We're just about at 10:30 here.
Well, do we want to give it a call to quit for tonight, or do we have anything else to go over or talk about or bullshit about?
I don't know. When do we have any thought of when we want to release our album? Do we want to do it during quarantine? Do we want to do it after? Should we do a poll? Is it ready to go? Or
Well,
what do you
we're
think?
Do we do another single?
well, we're pretty
Something. I
close.
mean, I think we should. There's a captive audience we should tap into. You know.
I think we're pretty close to it. And really, all we need is to get a good photo shoot done.
I asked this because there was something on the TV today. I forget one of the daytime shows. They said some I don't know up and coming girl was gonna release her album, and everybody said, "Oh, it's the best time to do it right now." So I was like, maybe we should release ours if we're ready. People will be around to pay attention to it.
If we could find a way, wink, wink, to get a photo shoot done, I mean, we could do another single too, but I mean, get the full album out soon. We could. I mean, it's pretty much done.
Or if we come up with a concept for all three of us and all three of us take separate photos
Yeah,
and do like a
yeah. On a green.
each have
screen or
new
something,
pictures
yeah.
taken in a certain like theme.
Yeah, we could do that
Do this.
too.
I got this damn token,
That's from
Hoover Dam.
damn token.
I could put something together if we all get good pictures, or if we all have pictures that we like.
Yeah.
Because that would, if we want to talk about the whole stupid quarantine crap, that would be the epitome of a quarantine is.
Although we're not quarantined, you don't quarantine healthy people. You lock them down. Only sick people get quarantined.
That's true.
Honestly, when I hear people talk about my quarantine, it makes my insides go, a little bit. You know what I mean?
You know what I hate? New normal. Fuck you. It's not my new normal.
Oh God, that's
Dude,
a
that
whole
makes
list
that-
of like annoying phrases. How about
Well, Joe,
flattening
your
the
girl,
curve?
your Montgomery County girl, she used to be like, with that stupid teacher voice, it's okay not to be okay. And this is not your new normal. Well, she don't say that no more about the new normal, so.
Not my new normal.
How about flatten the curve?
Do
How
your
about-
part, Joe. Do your part.
We're
about-
in this together.
How about
you go.
social distancing?
Oh yeah, that's the worst, isn't it?
I'm so
That
sick
is
of
the
that.
worst phrase ever.
And when they're saying that, well into the summer, social distancing and masks are still going to be a thing.
Dude, the summer's
I'm like,
gonna suck. Let's face it. I mean, I hope not, but like beaches, all that's like, there's no way there's any concerts. There can't be.
I'm not trying to be like a total pessimist, but I think the rest of our lives are going to suck.
Yeah. I mean, sorry, dude. I don't mean to be all conspiracy, dude. I mean, they got a point to a lot of it, I'm sorry, they really do. I think that this is like, how things changed after 9/11, man. Things are just going to change after this,
Because what we learned is people will give up anything for the name of security and safety. They will give up any right for it.
It's pretty cool, man. I read a book in college. There was an author, like a philosopher. His name was John Locke. And that the whole book was basically like everything's a natural state of chaos and you give up liberties for security. Like that's literally what he said, like in the 1700s or 1800s, whatever it was. He said, you give up, everything's a natural state of chaos and, the preservation of property is what's led to all the laws and stuff because people are afraid someone else is going to take their property. So they would
That makes sense.
get into communities and give up more and more liberties, in the sake of being able to preserve their property.
Well, wasn't that Ben Franklin that said anyone who'll give up liberties for securities
Oh,
deserve
that's
neither?
Thomas Jefferson, but
That Jefferson, yeah.
Bless you.
Hey, cough into your elbow.
I just did.
Social sneezing. Stop
Social
it.
sneezing. I don't know. I just the way they talk and the way that fucking vampire Fauci looks and talks, I don't see them anytime soon being like, okay, you can live now.
Mm-hmm. Bill Gates.
Soko don't give a shit.
Soko
He'll fucking smack you.
said it sucks being stuck in the house all the time these days.
Right? It's like, get the fuck out.
I think we have
I
no
think he's-
viewers at all. Not a single viewer.
I think Soko's getting bored with us, really.
No. Keep moving, man.
Well, if you guys are all right, maybe, like I said, get the wolf on board for next week.
Yeah, maybe. Why don't we maybe we should schedule a couple people so we have, you know what I mean? So we just always have somebody.
Well, we couldn't get one for tonight, so why waste two in one night?
Well,
I was saying,
because, one will not make it. So if we schedule 3, maybe one will make it.
Nah, if I get the wolf will do it. If he agrees to it, he'll do it.
Okay, man.
Like I'm not afraid that he won't show up. And then we can have some pre-planned material.
Yeah, we're gonna do our cell phone video or nah?
Yeah, we can do that. I got to work on it.
I
Yeah.
was
We
saying,
gotta
as soon as-
start it, man. We
You
don't
know what's
know
funny?
we
Even
don't know
though
what
like
we're doing.
even though like all my events and everything I usually do is not going on, I've oddly enough haven't found a lot of free time for some reason. I don't
No,
understand.
I have no free time.
I have been so busy with something or another, or trying to work on something I need to get done or whatever. I just can't come home from work or sit down and be like, I'm just going to sit and work on. It's weird. I don't understand it.
What was that song I used to play after? Was it Outlaw? What was that song where I would start it?
Yeah.
I almost thought about playing that to a click track and then sending it to you guys.
Nothing personal.
After nothing personal.
Well, we
What
never recorded.
The breakdown. You used to walk out in the crowd.
She's gone.
No, did we ever even have an actual title for that song? Was it like Another Night or something?
Another night. That's it.
I didn't walk out of the crowd in that. I walked out in the crowd and she's gone.
Yeah.
No. Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. She's gone.
Yeah.
So you're right. It's another night.
Yeah,
We
another
did, like,
night
that
was
little-
the reggae part.
The little
Yeah.
reggae breakdown. Yeah.
Got the steel drum.
Like I said, I have a newer song I've been writing. I have a bunch of new songs I've been writing, but I have one for us that I think is kind of a fitting song. I mean, maybe like the next day or two, I'll actually get my. It was just I brought my ukulele. My acoustic has been in the case. I'll break out my guitar and I'll sit down and like try to lay down a structure and all and get it figured out.
Yeah, because if you record something and send it to me, and then I'll send it to Joe or
Yeah.
whatnot, and then we could do maybe not next week, but the following week, do a debut of a written in different locations, recorded on cell phone song.
Yeah. Brand new song.
On our stream or like it's separate from our stream?
During the
Separate from
stream. Do like
Yeah.
maybe can you do it the screen share?
Yeah, but for some reason I can't get the freaking audio to work. I don't know why. I don't know. It's weird.
Or we could do a shorter stream and then end it and then play that.
Yeah,
What do you
something like
think
that.
about setting a time frame for our streams?
We had
Like,
talked
say-
about that.
Like hour and a half or 2 hours?
Yeah, this is like 2 hours now. This would be perfect.
Yeah,
We're
2
over
hours
2
is stretching it without a guest. Hour and a half with a guest.
Well, we can. You want to end it now? End the stream now on Facebook? We can still talk.
Yeah, let's end the stream on Facebook and then we'll just talk.
Yeah. All right, Facebook. Have a good night. We're
You
sorry,
guys, thanks
Doug-
for joining.
Doug was not able to join us. He apologizes. He said sorry. Got out of work late, so no worries. Maybe another time. So we'll see you next week, and be safe and stay sane and flatten the curve and all that shit. So see ya.
Laters.
All right, you guys stay there. I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss. All right.
All right.
Are we off? I think we're off, right?
Don't lose your kazoo.
So during this, I haven't actually listened back to it yet, but I've been trying to record the stream in Pro Tools, so we have the audio of it.